Hello, beautiful people. Like, share, and subscribe. So all I just want to say in this video, just listen to this guy. His name is Bwala. I think he's from Adamawa Safe. In this life, never you have zero integrity like this man. There's nothing this man did not say about APC. Even saying that if you give Bwala 30 years, he cannot perform anything. But now this man is same camp, defending TINUBU. If he was just defending TINUBU alone, it's good. But he attacks Obi. But the difference between his attack and Reno's own is that he's more civilized when he attacks Obi. Reno goes like a fool or he goes bunker. I'll play the video so I hear what he's saying about wonderful things Bola TINUBU has done for Nigeria and for the lives of our parents who are enjoying in so much wealth. These people, they just turn everything opposite. People are suffering and saying Bola TINUBU did this, he did that. I'll play the video now.
I am supporting. Well, it was nice and it's an experience that I cherish.
Well, the party is over, basically, for
I mean, it was
ATIKU.
It was nice that I supported the vice president, former vice president ATIKU, and for the period I supported him, I gave my all.
Yeah, and you did a good job.
But when I made a decision to support President Bola TINUBU, it's just owing to the fact that the elections are over. We all know the problems we're in. And if you're privileged to have an attention of somebody who is now the sitting president, who didn't need you in the first place, but he felt that you have something to offer and say, come be a part of what we're doing in this government. Let us see how we, support a good governance. I feel it's an honor. Don't forget that I was a Siwaju loyalist before I changed party and I went to ATIKU. So it is not a situation of going back to somebody you don't know. I've always believed in him. I've always believed in him.
But I mean, it was the principle, though, wasn't it? That you left the party on your convictions.
Correct.
I mean, why have those convictions changed? Because I mean, President TINUBU was the candidate.
Right.
He wasn't president at the time.
He was
the candidate, and you left because of a Muslim.
Yeah. So
why have you now changed? Because they are now the substantive Muslim ticket in National Rock.
Yes, but there is a premise, right? There is this thing we call in academia, facts change opinion, unless you have personal grudges against someone. In our argument of law, when you are in court, you argue, superior argument prevails.
Yeah, but you didn't say that when you were sitting here at the time.
What I said was,
we got the first interview when you left.
And what I said was just one.
Right.
I decided to change because I couldn't support the Muslim ticket.
Yeah.
Why was I that vociferous? Because I felt that a same-faith ticket is most likely going to disenfranchise those who are not represented by the ticket. And if you look at history, we are coming from history. So it's natural for you to have that kind of fear. But guess what? When President Bola TINUBU became president, our own fears were melted away. Because right now, and you can fact check that, President Bola TINUBU's administration has provided more opportunities for the minorities than any administration since 1990.
Yeah, but you didn't say at the time that you were going to, that there was no provision for any other sort of action on your part beyond the fact that you had made a decision based on your conviction.
No, but that's the premise. We decide based on conviction. So why was I convinced that I couldn't support that? There must be a premise. The premise is because, government is about interest and representation. Politics, there's no permanent friend and there's no permanent enemy, that is permanent interest. Collectively, under democracy, we send our representatives in the National Assembly to represent us. To do what? To represent our interests, protect our rights, make sure that there is equal opportunity on us.
Right.
That's the whole essence. So when I made that decision, it was with the belief that the same faith ticket is likely going to disenfranchise my people. And don't forget.
And now you're convinced that it hasn't.
No, not just that it hasn't, but President Bola TINUBU is providing opportunity for the Christian minorities in the north and the minorities generally.
So is it conceivable that you may return to the PDP?
No, I'm not.
At some point, if you change, you see a different sort of approach that they're taking.
Generally in life, because politics is not religion. It's in religion you will say, I die here.
Right.
But in politics, the basis for which people come together it's no longer the basis for which they are staying. I'll give you instance. If President Bwala TINUBU say, thank you, Bwala, but I don't need your support. I don't have the basis to stay there.
Yeah, I understand that. But
Secondly,
I mean, but people tend to, I mean, you're a very well-educated, very well-exposed person, and one would think that you would be driven more by something close to ideology.
that is what I have been doing.
Which is not something you kind of flip-flop over.
You can
see what I mean?
flip-flop on ideology, you can flip-flop on principles. As a matter of fact,
I mean, you can flip-flop.
anybody can flip-flop. Look at it this way.
Right.
Is politics a religion? No. Was politics initiated in Nigeria? Certainly no. The advanced democracies that brought to us, what is happening? Donald Trump became a United States president as a Republican, but he started as a Democrat. As a matter of fact, there is this lady.
Well, I doubt if Donald Trump is the best example
Okay,
of someone who has fidelity to ideology.
But it was reported that through his administration, they had a very strong economy.